Hey guys, I'm Hop, tfbtv's #1 Yugo fanboy. The first surplus rifle I ever bought was a Yugo M48 Mauser, which I spent a lot of time refinishing and not a lot of time shooting. A few years later, when I needed to check another box on my K bingo sheet, I bought a Yugo PAP 5966 variant SKS. And most recently, I bought a Yugo M72 RPK, which is 21 pounds of cool in a 12-pound rifle. The Zastava factory in Serbia has been making good guns for a long damn time. Back when Serbia was still Yugoslavia, and back before that when it was Serbia the first time. And as of this year, Zastava is importing their own current production rifles and pistols into the US. The pistol I have for review today is the EZ-9 Compact, which is basically the same as their older CZ-999 pistol, but with a dust cover accessory rail. The 999 and EZ-9 are alloy frame, double-action, single-action hammer-fired pistols. They're kind of like a SIG-226 clone with some features from a Walther P88. The full-size EZ-9 has a full-length barrel and a 15-round magazine. The Compact just loses an inch of barrel but retains the same grip and magazine, so really it's more of a semi-compact, like a Glock 19X or a Commander-length 1911 if you're going old school. Inherited from the Walther P88 design is the Ambidextrous lever that functions as a slide release and a decocker. Additionally, the EZ-9 has an ambidextrous magazine release. The EZ-9 comes with two 15-round magazines, the same standard capacity as the full-size. A SIG P229, by comparison, has a shorter grip and a standard magazine of 13 rounds. It's more of a true compact, but still a super chunk by comparison with more modern designs. The dual-function slide-release lever is a potential point of improvement over a SIG design. The slide-release lever on the 220 and derivative guns sits very far back, which is extremely convenient. However, it's also very easy to ride if you shoot with a thumbs-high grip. Much easier than on almost any gun I shoot regularly. On the EZ-9, the lever is located about where the decocker is on a SIG, still reachable from a firing grip, but more protected. Combining the slide release and the decocker is an interesting idea. It's been designed so that you can't drop the slide and accidentally decock the pistol all in one move. You have to let the slide release lever rebound before you can press it a second time to decock. But the lever itself is kind of spongy and vague. I find it difficult to manually engage the slide lock during administrative handling. Also, occasionally the slide release lever would not disengage the slide. This only happened to me a couple times, but it was perplexing. The ambidextrous magazine release is very difficult to hit from either side. It's stiff out of the box and didn't loosen up over my time shooting the EZ-9. The grip panels on the EZ-9 are also chunky and occlude the mag release button enough to make it difficult to get enough leverage. I had to completely shift my grip on the gun to drop the mag. The accessory rail isn't a true 1913 rail. It's rounded on the bottom like the rails on the original SIG-226R and 229R. Like the rounded SIG rail, it will still fit most Picatinny attachments, such as this Streamlight TLR3 using the sizing key labeled D for 1913 rails. Fit and finish on the EZ-9 is lackluster if I'm being honest. It kind of looks like the slide serrations were cut with a set of bushcraft spoon carving tools. This is where the appeal of the gun falls a little flat for me. The thing is, they're not that cheap. There was a time when the CZ-999 was very affordable, priced on par with the other budget guns like Ruger, Taurus, and the cheaper Smith & Wessons. But the MSRP and the street price of the newly imported ones puts them closer to Glock territory. For the price, I would appreciate cleaner machining work, at least on the exterior of the gun. I shot a bunch of Ventura Munitions 124 grain FMJ for this video. As always, we really appreciate their sponsorship. This is a good load and the EZ-9 scarfed it all down without complaint. I also shot a box of Wolf Military Classic steel case sent to me by Ventura, and that was another story. The EZ-9 had several light primer strikes with this ammo. Second chance on a light primer strike. There we go. You can definitely blame the ammo if you want. Maybe the primers were seated a little too deep. But I've shot a lot of this stuff through much cheaper pistols that did not give half a hump where that primer was. Not wild about that magazine release. I think that's going to be another light primer strike. Let's give it a second shot on the double action. The shooting characteristics of the EZ-9 are good. It's big for a 15-rounder and heavy by any metric, so it's a soft shooter. The double-action trigger is workable and the single-action trigger is fine. It has a bit of take-up, followed by a solid wall and a crisp break, weighing around 3.5 to 4 pounds on my trigger scale. The reset is all the way out on the single action, which isn't fantastic, but is far from a problem. The sights are standard metal 3-dot sights, and they're easy to make hits with. Overall, the EZ-9 is a controllable, smooth shooter. Probably the best thing about the EZ-9 is that it shoots well, which seems like it would be great, but I can't get over how lackluster everything else about it is.
I don't like the way that the grip right on the back here is super fat. If you do thumbs high, it just batters you.
The level of finish is poor, the controls aren't great, and the capacity is not in step with newer pistol designs. I think the 999 and the EZ-9 are excellent military pistols, but I just want more than this. As of right now, the EZ-9 costs quite a bit more than the current crop of budget guns, and isn't really competitive on features. A Ruger Security 9 or Taurus TH9 will fill the same role as the EZ-9 for less money. The TH9 is even the same format if you really want a hammer-fire double-action single-action with decocker. Back when they were cheap and cheerful imports, the Zastava pistols had some appeal. If you wanted a SIG 228 but didn't want to drop almost $1,000 on one, the CZ999 was your jam. Just speaking for myself, if I wanted an affordable SIG, I would just get a SIG Pro. Those are still good pistols, polymer framed, hammer fired, double action, single action decocker guns. I just have a feeling that if you buy an EZ-9 instead of a SIG, you'll still end up wanting a SIG. Oh man, I'm miserable. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please subscribe to TFBTV for more videos like this one. If you like our channel and you want to support us directly, you can do so through Patreon or Subscribestar. Links to those are in the video description. We really appreciate everybody who supports us on those platforms. We also really appreciate the support of our sponsors like Ventura Munitions. We also have a Discord that you can join with a link in the video description. You can stop by and say hi to all your favorite TFB contributors, and also I'm on there. See you next time.